What's up, everybody? Jeremy Weiss here with Weiss Tech Hockey and Hockey Development Magazine. And this is actually going to be a little bit different video than what I usually do. The topic of this video centers around a conversation that came through my Facebook feed with some of the coaches that participate on a coaching group that I'm involved with. And the topic at hand is whether or not teaching systems hockey at young ages robs from individual skill development. If you follow me for any amount of time, you know this is an extremely important topic to me. The reason why it's so important to me is because I feel like the stakes are really high. If we get this right, our kids are going to be miles ahead of their peers, both in terms of systems understanding and individual skills. We get it wrong, it's going to be a big setback compared to where their development could be. So it's not just a slight advantage or a slight disadvantage. In my mind, it's a big swing from getting it right or getting it wrong. And so what I'm going to do in this video, we're going to go through really quickly some of the comments that were made, some of the comments that inspired me to want to make this video. And then I'm going to change gears and do something I've really never done before, is I want to give you almost an over-the-shoulder look at the development and the progress of my own Might house team that I'm coaching this year. We'll talk a little bit more about that later on in this video, but that's kind of what's on the docket for this video. We're going to go through really quickly, talk about some of these comments, and then I want to show you talk a little bit about my philosophy and then show you what it looks like in action. So let's go ahead and jump straight in. So I'm going to keep the coaches' names anonymous for obvious reasons here, but I do want to show you some of these key comments here. So the very first one, the original post that started all this, was if you're coaching in the United States, you should be adopting the American Development Model, or ADM. It's our best chance at growing the game and building strong athletes who find success in hockey and in life. And then there's a link to admkids.com where you can learn more about ADM and what to do and how to do it if you want to implement that system, that development philosophy. I'm not going to make too much commentary on the various comments, but we may say a few things here and there. So the comments began going kind of back and forth. Some people are in favor of ADM and some people are not, and some coaches express their opinions more politely than others, which is usually the case in hockey coaching forums. But at one point, somebody said something to the effect of ADM is a garbage concept. So this coach took exception to that and said, spoken like someone who refuses to grow the game, positioning is a garbage concept. It's chalk talk stuff, not $340 an hour practice material. I think he's referring to the price of ice in some places in the States. Skills dominate today's game. Watch a high-level game. It's all cycling and skills. The Europeans are light years ahead of us in hockey due to skill development practices. Finland is second in the world in hockey, actually first in the World Juniors now. All this stuff happened, all these comments happened before that though. But Finland is second in the world in hockey, and all they utilize are skill development practices. Not sure that's totally accurate, but we're going to keep going here. We have more hockey players than they have total citizens, which I think is probably true, and they are kicking our butt. Get out of the Stone Age. So that little conversation kind of went back and forth a little bit, and the other coach ended up saying something to the effect of, let's just watch it over the next 10 years and you'll see that ADM is going to kill USA Hockey. So this coach replied, I can't wait to see the long-term development model that USA Hockey has spent countless hours putting together kill USA Hockey. Not going to happen. Get on board or get passed by. So that's kind of the rhetoric that USA Hockey isn't directly promoting. But there's definitely a sentiment of ADM supporters that we better get on board with this. There is no other way. If we don't get on board with this, we're going to be left in the dust by all the other countries. I think to some extent, there's definitely certain aspects of ADM that I love, and some stuff that I think we do need to get on board with as a country. But not everything. Let's keep going here. So more conversations ensued, and eventually this coach said this. People were going back and forth on whether or not positioning should be taught in mites, and if so, how to do it. And this comment came through saying, positioning in mites is absurd. Teach kids skills and practice them nonstop. And this is the last one, and then we'll move on. There were a lot of comments. Obviously, I'm not going to read all of them. But this one says, systems work at all levels. Systems work at all levels. At younger levels, systems will win games, but systems at that level also inhibits the development of hockey decision-making / hockey sense. ADM is not a magic bullet, nor does USA Hockey say it is a magic bullet. It is a great curriculum that can be used at any program in the country. So that's where I kind of was like, you know what, we gotta address this a little bit. I think that if done improperly, systems development and skill development is an either-or proposition. However, done correctly, I believe, and I'm going to show you, that you can have structured play, structured positioning at mites and still have the most highly skilled program or team still develop their individual skills. In fact, enhance their individual skill development because you're giving them real game situations where they will need it. I'm going to try to explain this briefly, but I'm not very good at explaining things briefly. So let me elaborate on that just a little bit, and then we're going to jump over into some game footage of my mite house team. Take a look at any mite house game, and I would put money on the style of play you'll see. You will almost always see somebody slap the puck in or out of the zone. And then if they're going cross ice 4-on-4 like USA Hockey recommends, you're going to see all 8 skaters on the ice go chase that puck. It's going to be a piranha style hockey, as I call it. What I mean by that is, if you drop a piece of meat in a pool infested with piranhas, it's going to be a feeding frenzy, right? It's going to be just, bubbling water and everything else like they show in the cartoons. And that's what you see in most mite house hockey. You see this piranha style game where really all that's being taught is slap the puck out and go chase it. Slap the puck in and go chase it. Players aren't taught where to go. And if you think about the rhetoric, think about what you're reading here. And we can't teach them where to go because that'll inhibit their individual skills development. Well, let me ask you a question. What takes more skill? Does it take more skill to dump and chase, or does it take more skill to make a rule with your team that there will be no dump and chase hockey on my team? You will either pass the puck or carry the puck. Just making that rule, in fact, we do that. We make that rule at the beginning of every single year. And we will have that rule until the players are a little bit older. But just making that rule now puts it where the players have to do something that requires skill to get the puck in or out of the zone. They either have to have puck control skill, they have to skate, they have to be able to skate, and they have to have a degree of puck control, or they have to be able to pass it. Okay, so you make that rule, and then you've created a vacuum. You've got to fill that vacuum with something. Okay, you've made it so that they're not able to dump the puck in or out, right? No dump and chase hockey. So what are you going to fill that vacuum with? Well, what we've done is one of the very first things we teach them is a structured breakout. And if you think about the skills required to do a structured breakout, you've got to be able to skate. You've got to be able to skate with the puck, control the puck, make a pass. The players receiving the breakout pass have to be able to receive a pass, skate up ice. If you're going to introduce a misdirection, the players have to be able to stop and start with puck, right? Or misdirect or power turn, right? So what are the skills required to actually play a more structured game? You can see the skill level is a much higher requirement if you're going to teach them a little bit of X's and O's. Now, we're not going too crazy. These are mites. We still remember these are mites, but we're going to push them to the very edge of their development, push them as far as they can possibly go, and give them structure. And what you do is you say, okay, these are the basic systems that we want to be able to do. We want to be able to do a structured breakout, and eventually we want to have a little bit of offensive structure. And you'll see some of this in the upcoming video here. What individual skills are required to be able to do that? And that's what you teach the players. So they've got to be able to skate. That's what the list I just gave you. Skate, control the puck while skating, make a pass, stops and starts. Okay? That's going to be your basic skill requirements at the mite age group. If you get further than that, then more power to you. Keep them going. Okay? If they're having a rough time with that breakout, you're going to look at it and say, where are we lacking? Okay, well, I know where we're lacking. We can't give and receive a pass. So we're going to focus a little bit more on passing. Okay? So it's the skills become the base of the pyramid. The individual skills become the base of the pyramid. But you're not having them work on these skills without reason. So the players understand, coach doesn't want me slapping the puck out, so I've got to be able to learn this breakout. So I need to be able to develop my skating, my puck handling, my passing abilities, and apply them in the breakout situation. So I believe it's more motivating for the players, and I believe it gives the coaches structure and purpose to their practices and their practice plans. So I think that's probably enough of an intro. What I want to show you now is it's almost an over-the-shoulder look at what I do with my mite house team. This is a true mite house team. I want you to remember that because it's important. This isn't a select team. It's not you'll see by the skill level, it's definitely not a select team. We've got 3 second-year mites. So these are guys that are in their last year at mite. One of those 3 is a beginner. This is his first year playing. And I hold him to the same standard. I'm not going to get into all the different development tactics, but he's got the same set of rules that the other guys do. We're not dumping and chasing, and he has really, really thrived under this philosophy. So we've got 3 second-year guys. 2 of them are fairly experienced. 1 of them is a complete beginner. We've got 2 first-year mites, and then we've actually got 3 mini mites. So these are 3 players who technically should be playing mini mites, but there's no mini mite program here. In Salt Lake City, where I live, there's nothing really greater than house hockey at this age group. So there's no travel, and our organization is pretty committed to the ADM model. So that's kind of what we're looking at, what we're dealing with here. But what I've kind of laid out a little bit of what my expectations are, and then every week we have a parent who videotapes the games, and then I go through those game films and we talk about what went right and what went wrong and what we can do better. So that's what you're about to see. You're about to see our most recent game film analysis, critique, recap. And what I want you to pay attention to is 2 things. 1, look at the structure. Watch. We have breakouts. We have structure on the offensive attack. We have multiple waves of attack. So if the puck doesn't go in on the first attempt, we go back to the points. We use our points. We get shots on net. We've got guys crashing the net. Second, take a look at the skill levels. Okay? This is a house team. There was a draft at the beginning of the season. It ended up about as evenly matched across the board as it possibly could have been. So really what you're seeing here, any differences in skill is differences in what has been done from a coaching standpoint. Okay? It's not like we went out and recruited better players. So you're going to see that almost across the board, our players skate better, handle the puck better, make better passes, have better shots than the players that they're playing against. Okay? And again, remember, this is house. This is not, I'm not putting myself or anybody up on any sort of pedestal. I'm just saying this is a result of the coaching philosophy that I maintain, is that systems and skill development can and should be grown together. Later in the video, you're going to see some of the stuff that we need to improve on. The main thing is angling. We came up against a player, actually. He has been on my team the last 2 years, and then with the way the draft worked out this year, I wasn't able to get him. But he's had 2 years under this same coaching philosophy. You'll see him in the video. His name's Dempsey. Really good kid. Very good skater. Very shifty. Good with the puck. All these things we talked about. He spent the last 2 years developing under this same philosophy with me that we're talking about. So you see, our best competition is almost like we're coaching against ourselves here. Our best competition is actually the kids that we've coached in years past. What's up, Columbia Dogs? Coach Jeremy here, and we're going to go through some game film here. This is footage from our last set of games. So this was at the Oval, December 5th, and there was a ton of really good stuff. I'm not going to be able to cover all the good stuff, but I'm going to cover a lot of it. So this video might be a little bit longer. Lots of really good team play, lots of breakouts using the middle pass, nice goals, smart plays. There was one thing that we did wrong a number of times, and it was mostly Tyler and Aiden, because those are our two main defensemen. And so that was angling. So we had some problems with angling. So we're going to go through all the good stuff first, and then we're going to zero in on Tyler and Aiden. And it's not to single these guys out. They actually both played very well. But it's we got to learn it. We've got to learn it. We're going to work on it in practice. And I want to teach you what I'm looking for with the angling. So let's go ahead. Like I said, we'll start with the good stuff and then talk about angling at the end, and then that'll be it. So this first play is a fantastic breakout. It goes, we go wheel behind the net, green breakout, middle pass, goal. So let's go ahead and watch. I'm going to slow it down a little bit so we can watch it at a good pace, and we can talk about it along the way as we go. Okay, so this is Aiden. First he tries hitting the brakes, and we had actually talked a little bit about this to Aiden earlier in the games, where he kept hitting the brakes towards the net instead of facing the boards. This time he does it right, hits the brakes, goes for the green breakout to Tyler there, but they kind of got in the way, stopped it, so then Aiden picks it up. Now they've got two guys that have fallen down over there, so now Aiden goes over to the wheel breakout, and look at Braddock. Braddock's going perfect. Gets his butt over on the boards. Perfect green breakout. Now watch this. Braddock skates up the ice, pulls a few guys over with him, and then look, middle pass. Boom, right there to Tyler. Tyler picks it up, and he's got that hard wrist shot that he loves to use these days, and picks the top corner with it, upper left corner. Beautiful play. It's exactly how we talk about it. And oh man, it's just so neat to see it. We did it a lot this past weekend. So let me clip over to the next one, which is the same play again. Breakout to middle pass. Okay, it's against the Provo White again. This time it's Tyler picking it up. So Tyler picks it up, wheels behind the net. Let's see who's over there this time. It's Braddock again. So Braddock picks it up. Now watch this. Middle pass. Again, back to Tyler. That time his shot hit Gavin's skate, but Gavin picks it up and pounds it at the net, and then Braddock goes to the rebound, and Braddock puts it in. So again, beautiful stuff here. Just really, really pretty hockey. Okay, let's go to the next one. Next one is a play where we take the puck in, don't get the initial goal. So here's Braddock. Watch Braddock played really, really smart hockey. Look at that little fake, sells it inside, pulls it outside, gets the shot, but the goalie makes the save. But he follows his rebound. He doesn't just sit and watch. So he follows his rebound, goes back to the point. Now watch this, okay? We've got Aiden picking up the puck. Look who we've got. We've got, I think that's Ian, and Ian played the best hockey I've seen him play this past weekend. I think that's Ian in front, screening the goalie, just like we worked on in practice. That goalie can't even see this shot that's on its way because Ian's standing right there in the middle of it. And then we've got Chase camped out in front on the back door as well. And then watch Braddock as the puck comes to the net. Braddock's also going to the net, just like the drill that we've worked on the last few weeks in practice. So watch. Yeah, Ian's screening, perfect position by Ian. Okay, Braddock's on the strong side post, Chase is on the back side post, and Chase is able to put in the rebound. So excellent play in a lot of different ways. We had an awesome first attempt with Braddock making a couple really nice moves there. But then when the puck went in the corner, he didn't give up on the play. Went, got it, worked it back to the point. And that's what we talk about when we have multiple phases or waves of attack. The other team doesn't know how to handle that because we just keep coming at them in a structured way, and it makes it really hard to defend against. Let's keep going here. Here's another middle pass with a goal. I think this was Tyler this time, if I remember right. I could be wrong. We'll watch it play out. Oh no, sorry, this was Aiden. Okay, so watch what Aiden does here. We'll start this one back over. Okay, so again, Aiden's kind of hitting those breaks, and look, he turns towards the boards, and it makes it so that this guy can't keep up with him. Okay, pulls wide. Now look what we've got. We've got a guy going up ice to the net, and Aiden sees him. Perfect middle pass, right straight across to Gavin. Okay, and then watch what happens here. Gavin, the one thing, Gavin, make sure you don't take your eyes off the puck. Okay, Gavin actually, it was like it landed right on his stick, and then Gavin buries it home. So it was a perfect play. Perfect play. Just make sure we don't take our eyes off the puck. Okay? Here's another one. Again, I said Ian played some of the best hockey I've seen him play. Watch this play from Ian here. Okay, so Aiden does a good job stopping the attack there. Now watch this. Ian's on the puck. It's a battle in the corner. Who comes up with it? Ian. The team that's going to win is the team that wins the races and wins the battles, right? Now look at the speed. He just turns on the jets and he's gone, like all the way down the ice. He's got two guys going to the net, which is great. And watch, he shoots it. I saw this one like firsthand. He hit the post, and then I think it was Aiden took a stab at it, and I think Chase is the one that finished it. But that was all. Ian did all the work. The other two guys just finished it up. But great play by Ian there. Ian actually had a couple of these. Couple plays like that, so it was really nice stuff there. Okay, now, so those are some of the really good plays. Now we're going to change gears here, and we're going to show you some of the stuff we need to work on. Angling is a big problem with us. Okay, here's one bad angle where Tyler took a bad angle, and I think it cost us a goal. I can't remember if it was a goal or not, but against Dempsey, it was a goal every time we took a bad angle. So watch. Okay, so I'm going to show you kind of what we want here. Okay, let's actually back this up. Run it forward just a tiny bit. I want to show you what happens. Okay, so when we have, because I'm going to diagram on the rink here. When we have the puck in the corner or down in low behind their net, then I want the defenseman shadowing the puck. Okay, so if we have the puck right here, then Tyler should be right here. Okay, if we have the puck right here, then Tyler should be right here, or Aiden, right? If we have the puck over here, then Tyler should be over here, okay? Because we want that to be a straight line out, not a diagonal pass. We want it to be a straight line out when we're calling for a point pass, okay? Now, here's the difference though. When you see the other team getting the puck, I want you to retreat back to the middle, okay? And here's how we're gonna play this. You're gonna be in the middle, you're gonna kind of be gliding still because we don't want you standing absolutely still. You're gonna be gliding, but watching, waiting, watching, never taking your eye off the puck. And then I want you to imagine that there's an imaginary line that comes like this, okay? And another imaginary line that comes like this, okay? And it comes back basically just to the outside of each post of our own net, right? And so what we're gonna do is you're gonna hang out here, kind of drifting, kind of gliding, kind of, you're kind of doing like this, but never taking your eye off the puck. And you're gonna let their guy come out. And when you're hanging out in the middle, what does that make it look like? It makes it look, where does the open ice, where does it look like there's open ice? It looks like there's all the open ice right in here, right? Or over here. So it looks like the middle is covered because you're there, and it looks like the open ice is down the sides, and that's what we want to have happen. We want these guys to think that they have open space down the side. And then what happens is we're going to go like this, okay? I'm just going to redraw our lines here, okay? We're going to go like this. As this guy, we're going to let this guy get his speed up. We're going to let him start walking out the zone, and then as that's happening, you're going to kind of be gearing up, watching, waiting, and then just as he passes you, so you're actually going to let him get past you. This is why it sounds a little bit weird, and this is why I think it's hard to do, or hard for you guys to understand. Then you're going to explode, and you're going to force him wide. Okay, you're going to catch up. Aiden and Tyler, you guys are faster than just about anybody in our organization, in our league. You're probably faster than anybody you'll come up against. The only possibility is maybe Dempsey. So, against Dempsey, basically you're going to take, and it's the same concept that we're talking about. We're going to give him the outside lane, and then, if that player is super fast, then all you're going to do is come straight back to your post. And if he's going to, so if he takes a shot from the outside and it goes in, so be it. We'll take our chances there. But if he comes in and you angle it wrong and he cuts inside you and takes a shot from the middle, then that's your fault. Okay? So let's go ahead and watch this play out. I'm going to show you now where we went wrong on a number of these plays. Okay? So you can see it's a bit of a scramble back behind the net. The guy that we're watching is their team's yellow helmet guy, this guy that's got the puck. Look what Tyler does. Tyler goes over, he shadows the puck, he's standing there, then this guy gets the puck, he goes straight at him. Now, against a good player, going straight at him, he'll beat you every time. And the guy in the yellow helmet, he wasn't good enough to be a code blue, which means like we really have to focus on him. But he's good enough that if you play it wrong, he's going to burn you. And that's what happened here. So Tyler takes a bad angle at him and then falls down. And this guy goes straight in. All that guy did was kind of give a little shift to the side, and he was right around Tyler. Okay, so that's the first bad angle. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the next one. This next one's a bad angle by Aiden, and this was against Dempsey. Okay, so look where Aiden is. Right here. Let's back that up a tiny bit. Okay, Aiden's right here. Dempsey gets the puck, and watch what Aiden does. Dempsey gets the puck. Aiden goes in at him. Now, Dempsey already had speed coming this way. Aiden goes in like he thinks he's going to play that, and like that's the thing. If you try to play that and miss, especially against a guy like Dempsey, he's gone. He's going to kill you. Okay, so Dempsey comes all the way down. He makes a nice move on Xavier. You can't blame Xavier for this at all. That was definitely not his fault. Xavier played pretty well, but that was a point-blank breakaway against their best player. Okay, very next play on the same shift, Aiden does it again. Okay, watch how we go here. So again, Aiden's right there in the middle. Dempsey gets the puck. Where does Aiden go? Straight at him. Okay, so Aiden goes straight sideways. Now, based on how I just diagrammed it out, let's back this up. Okay, Aiden starts off in a pretty good position. I'm trying to tell him here. You can actually kind of see me pointing. I'm trying to tell him where to go here, but watch. I want you to be thinking of these imaginary lines in your head. So Aiden, what you want to do is let him get slightly past you. Let him get out in front of him, out in front of you, and then you're going to take a straight line back to that same side post. Okay, so let's play this forward a little bit more. Okay, right here, you're in great position. You're still in fine position. You just got to wait. Let him turn up ice. Okay, instead you go this way and he cuts back in this way. Okay, if you would have just taken and come straight back this way, let him pass you, let him get out here, and then come straight back to your post, he will have to come back to you to get to the front of the net. You just got to be patient and wait him out. Okay, so still, even right now, it still would have been okay. Except now you go, now he cuts. Okay, and we're all the way. Again, another breakaway from their best guy. Makes the same move again. That's a tough one to stop. Okay, we're going to go now bad angle from Tyler. Same thing. Comes straight at him, caught flat-footed. Okay, let's back it up again. Okay, so Tyler's here. And instead of, really what he should have done is you got to be watching against Dempsey. You got to be watching. If Dempsey gets, look, he's got like a 5-foot head start on this puck. You give him that time to start skating, it's going to be trouble. So really, Tyler should have been watching that play and kind of been like this. Like I said, you don't want to be caught flat-footed. So right here, Tyler's in okay position, but he's standing still. Dempsey gets the puck with a 5-foot head start, and then he's already on his way. Tyler just tries to step up on him. You're not going to make that play very often against a good player. So really what Tyler should have done is he should have been kind of watching, waiting, gliding a little bit, and then, boom, make a line back to that post, and it keeps Dempsey to the outside. Okay? Watch how it happens. Tyler takes a step forward. Dempsey pulls out wide. Tyler's caught flat-footed. Flat-footed means standing still. And then Dempsey takes a nice shot. Now, the good news is that when I kept track of the score when Dempsey was on the ice. So when Dempsey was on the ice, we still won 4-3. Okay, when he wasn't on the ice, we just killed him because there really isn't another player on that team that can keep up with us. So I'm taking a look at it. How do we compare against playing a kid like Dempsey, right? And Dempsey kept it close. It was 4-3 with Dempsey on the ice. So now let me show you some examples where we did a little bit better job angling. So this is one from Tyler, and this is the same game. And I've been, I was trying to talk to Tyler and Aiden during this game and try to get them sorted out a little bit in the middle of the gameplay. But really, we got to look at this, we got to visualize this, and we got to work on it in practice. So watch what happens here. I'm trying to tell Tyler kind of what I just explained of how to play this. Okay, so now watch this. Dempsey's about to get the puck, and look what Tyler does. Tyler sees Dempsey, he's like, I gotta go get him. And so Tyler starts over, and look what I did. I grabbed him with my stick, and I said, no, hold on, you wait, you let him go wide. You want to make it look like he's got that wide side, right? So you can kind of see how that's playing out there. Let's go ahead and clip it forward. See, right there, I stopped him. I'm like, no, don't go. And Chase is actually doing a really good job angling here. So Chase does a fantastic job. Actually knocks it loose off Dempsey's stick. Now look at this. This is perfect position. This is exactly where we want to be. The guy is slightly, so it's actually, Chase stopped Dempsey, so now it's this guy instead. But this guy's slightly ahead of Tyler, and it looks like he's got all this open space on the side, right? But all Tyler needs to do now is just come back and cut off the lane to the net, okay? And then hopefully what we have, I think it was Chase. Yeah, Chase knocked down Dempsey, and then hopefully we have Aiden coming back here to take care of the guy in front of the net. Okay, so let's keep watching. Okay, Aiden and Ian actually went back. So that one worked out well. Okay, I think we may go down and score here. Let's watch this play out. Yep. Yeah, Aiden passed across to Chase, and Chase buried it. Chase was on fire this last weekend, so that was some good stuff from Chase. Okay, one more last good angle here from Tyler, and then that will be it. Okay, This is, I think it's Dempsey. Okay, but see what happens? He waits. Okay, we're going to watch it again. Okay, Dempsey's got the puck there. I'm saying, Tyler, wait. See, I tapped him with the stick. Wait. Let him get past you. Now go, right? So it makes it look like, okay, he's got to go outside, and then you go straight, keep him gone, or keep him wide. Stick on stick, shoulder on shoulder. But look at Dempsey's speed here. Tyler's fast. Dempsey catches up to him, gets a stick on stick. I've coached Dempsey the last 2 years, so he's doing a lot of the stuff that we have coached him to do in the past. So it's awesome. You're coaching against yourself. But that's what, that was a good example of angling. Okay, so we're gonna give him the wide side. We can let them skate wide. As soon as we're gonna keep some speed up, a little bit of momentum, so that we're not standing still. And then as soon as they pass us, boom, we come back straight back to our post, angle them wide, stick on stick, shoulder on shoulder, and make it so that they have to come to you in order to get to the net. And that's what we're looking at. So we're going to work on this in practice. Tomorrow night will be team practices. I'm making this video Monday night, so if you're watching it tomorrow, then tonight will be team practices. And then we got no practice on Thursday. So we'll get ready for that and go straight at the weekend after tomorrow's practice. So that's it. We'll see you guys there tomorrow. Have a great night. If you found this video useful, we've got tons of stuff just like this every single month in Hockey Development Magazine. HD Mag, as we call it, is available on iOS or Android devices. So just head over to your App Store or Google Play and search out Hockey Development Magazine. We'll see you on the inside.